Hello everyone, it's Dranina here and welcome back to 7 Days to Die. It has been 10 o'clock, which means we're gonna be awfully silent here. Because, you know, even that makes a lot of noise. Yeah. We are going to have a look at the skill points. I mean, most of the lights shouldn't be shown here. Also, our visibility currently is 3. And I hate the sounds when it's night here. Our visibility is currently 3, which means that from it's out of 100 points. You can see it on my lower left, just above stamina and health. Also, I'm cold, I guess. That means I think time continues when I'm in my crafting menu. Yes, it does. Awesome. Gives us something to do tonight. I hear steps. Alright, so I do have elemental protection up until level 6. That's good to know. Also, we're on the map here. This whole path here, basically, is a town. Which is great. Don't get me wrong. However, we're currently located here, which is rather bad. I mean, of all the places where we should be, we shouldn't be in such a big town. We probably want to find some type of bungalow that is on the edge of it. Basically like how this house was here. Thing is, however, that... Oh, this probably is another town as well. Down the road. Oh, I knew it already, by the way. Either way, I'm just scared from every noise, so I just like... How does that work? But either way, probably want to venture out like this. Go to the side of town. It seems like this border runs like this from the forest. And like there's another town here. So if you can find a place to stay somewhere in the middle here, it would be really, really nice. Why? Probably there's a trader down here. Like if you look at the whole map. There's probably a trader down here. There are zombies outside and I don't like this one bit at all. Well, they can hardly see us, if I'm not mistaken, as long as I don't have any lights on here. Or don't add any additional light of warmth. We should be fine. Because as far as I know, zombies don't like to break into things if not needed. If they don't have any motivation to break into something, they won't do it. I hate these footsteps, it scares me to death. But we do have 4 skill points, which is rather important. Also, why are you? Oh, we'll go to the journal in just a moment here. So we've got 4 points, which you can put in basically anything. But now I am not going to put it into any of my weapon abilities. Like there are 6 skill trees, as you can say. Like there are actually 5. 5 skill trees, each of them have a series of attributes underneath them, which can do help you in one way or another. We've got the attribute perception tree, we've got the strength tree, fortitude tree, agility tree, and the intellect tree. The last one, which I said first, there were 6 skills trees instead of, but now I revised it to 5. It's because these are book skill trees, which you basically can fill up because you're finding books and reading those books. So we got 4 skill points that we can put in basically anything here. I am always for going for Lucky Looter. Why? It means specialized in tracking down and the mother load and maybe getting a little extra for your trouble. You find better loot at every perk level. The reason why I say Lucky Looter is really, really nice to have in the beginning is because, well, we're looking for stuff, like, kinda desperately at this point. So having a perk that basically tells you you are going to be more lucky when finding things. Might not be bad for us, so I think one is going to be an unlucky looter. The others here aren't really interested for us now. I mean, we could do self-operation, but it kinda requires us to have a range, or at least having a range with self-operations is really nice, but we don't have any, so... Penetrator, you find weak spots in target's armor and can use AP rifle bullets to shoot through multiple organic targets, which is amazing if you have a rifle. Animal tracker, I mean, I don't really care for. The infiltrator, hide incentives to take less damage from traps. Well, just don't stand into traps. There are a couple you can easily stand in, but still, not really our main focus right now. And lockpicking, which is nice. But also for that we need lockpicks, which we need to find or make, and... neither does that help us very much. Also, Dead Eye is for rifles, Demolition Expert is for explosive weapons, and Javelin Master is for javelin. So I think from perception we're just going to grab the Lucky Looter, which I am fairly certain we're going to grab, so let's just grab that one. Also, by the way, most points cost 1, unless you get to a higher level, and then it costs more. So the first one, you got a slim chance to find better loot. Add 10 to the loot bonus for containers that you open personally. Looting is 10% faster, narrow down buried treasure locations to 7 meters. So also, this actually helps with our locate supplies, all the buried supplies quest that we've got going on. Next up is strength. Oddly enough, Master Chef, which is just a cooking skill which allows you to cook more complicated dishes, is actually in strength skills tree, which is kind of weird if you ask me, but still. It's okay, I guess. Like, it has to be in somewhere. As you can see here on the top, you've got 3 weapon things again. Broomsticks, which is shotgun, pummel peat, which is clubs and bats. We do have a club, though I don't know whether we always have a club, so that's kinda something we have to see in the future. I've got Skull Crusher, which is with sledgehammers, which we don't have, so neither of these are really interested for us right now. One that is really nice is Sexual Tyrannosaurus, which specializes in unleashing a relentless assault of blows guaranteed to leave your prey slack-jawed at your unyielding stamina. Okay, so you're not a totally couch potato anymore, but not deserving of the title athlete yet either. Reduces melee and tool stamina use by 5% and power attack by 10%, which is rather nice. Pack Mule is, as you can see, this the over-encumbered logo, which means that once you take these, you can carry more items without being encumbered. And as I said, Master Chef is for cooking recipes. Minus 69er. Maximize your mining effort by increasing tool damage to bring down rocks and trees faster, which allows you to harvest resources quicker. And Mother Load is find smallest vein of envy of all your newcomes, harvest 20% more from all stone, terrain blocks, and trees. Which is kinda the same as minor 29er. It's just that this one focuses on tool damage and this one focuses on whatever you get back. Might want to go for Sexual Tyrannosaurus, but that's like the only really interesting one for now in the strength skill tree. We got Fortitude, which has a Brawler and Machine Gunner. Brawler for fists, like it really is for like bare hands. You can fight them actually barehanded, which is rather nice. Also with like these knuckle braces that you can put on. And then you got Machine Gunner become a commando using assault rifles to slay your foes. The survival perks are quite a lot in here, which is heavy armor, which if you do actually have heavy and light armor. I think scrap armor, iron armor, etc. are all heavy. Same goes for military. Maybe military is light. Don't really know. And then you've got leather armor and those kind of stuff, and it's all light armor. But again, that kind of depends on whatever we find, and from there we can actually decide whether we go for heavy or light, and then start on this skill tree. Got the Huntsman, specialized in hunting your prey and harvest more meat, bone, and leather. While Insulated, specialized in the combination of clothing and natural resilience to weather and even the harshest of the environments, which grants a little insulation. I mean, it's really, really nice just to grab one at a later point, but until level 6 we are protected. The thing of the land is rather nice, which is harvesting more items from wild or planted crops, especially once we have a farm up and running. And you've got Pain Tolerance, which is specialized in shrugging off blows, fighting through pain, and staying in the fight when others will be down for the count. You like to think that you're tough because you don't have a closed jaw anymore. Reduces HP loss by 5%, 20% less to get 20% less chance to get stunned. Also rather nice. I mean, most of these perks are rather nice. It's kind of just a question whether we can use it right now, or whether it isn't really harmful to pick it up at a later point. This one we can pick up at a later point. Healing factor, which is you must have a fast metabolism, gain 1 HP every second with the natural healing. Self-healing will not work when you're out of food or water. Iron Guts, which your stomach health isn't perfect, but it's better than the average wasteland and reduce food and water loss from physical exertion. That sounds like the Cougar is getting some food. This one is really nice early on, really, because it allows you chance of food poisoning and dysentery reduced by 1%, which is rather nice. Cardio is also not bad, it's just could be picked up later. Agility. Also, by the way, you can have these normal ones, which is deals 200% headshot damage and have 5% chance to dismember with fist and machine guns. Which, as you can see, you can build these up. There comes a point where they cost 2 or like even 5 to unlock, but that's something for the future. Agility is the measure of your athletic powers, which is archery, which is gunslinger, which is handguns and SMGs, and deep cuts, which is like knives and machetes. Not bad if you have this combination, really. You've got run and gun, which is improve your hip fire accuracy and run fast while reloading any ranged weapon. Got Fury of Blows is for one-handed melee weapons and beating the crap out of your opponents in a furious flurry of quick strikes. Light armor, which is like the opposite of the heavy armor that is in, I think it's Fortitude? It is. And you've got Parkour, specialized in acrobatics, getting anywhere you want, no matter how far up or far down that may be. You get a few extra moves, but mostly you're just used to falling on your face. Increase safe fall distance by 1 meter and reduce stamina cost of jumping by 10%. Got stealth perks, which is hidden strike. You are cutthroat who prefers to operate from the shadows and use stealth and sneak attacks. Sneak attacks deal 50% extra damage. And from the shadows, which is hide in the shadows 13% more affected noises from actions are muffled by 10% and sneak movements 10% faster. Not bad either. And lastly, we've got intellect, which we cannot unlock this one because it kind of depends on the craft. We got electrocutioner. Just learn how to use stun buttons more effectively. It's rather nice. Stun buttons are amazing. We got better bards, specialized in convincing areas trader to give you better deal and open up the secret stashes for some really good stuff. Which is rather nice. Daring Adventurer, which is risk your neck every day, has its adventures, get an additional choice for your quest reward. Charismatic nature is people get inspired when you're near them. Nearby enemies get a +1 for allies get a +1 for fortune and agility. We're probably not going to touch this one because we are doing this single player. And physician is for healing, and we've got advanced engineering, which allows us to forge iron and other metal objects. Probably want to grab this one. Can't use these yet. Yeah, if we don't have blacksmith, we can't really do anything, I'm afraid, or at least not what I want to do. So let's grab that one as well. I think having iron guts is really going to help us as well, which leaves us with 1 point. Which I think we're going to put in Sexual Tyrannosaurus. Which were all our points, so we do have 1 in Lucky Loot, which makes us having more luck with looting. 1 in Sexual Tyrannosaurus, which reduces melee and tool stamina use by 5% and power attacks by 10%. Then we've got Iron Gut, which there's a whole lot of things. Also reduce food and water loss from physical exertion by 5%, hold your breath longer, chance of food poisoning is reduced, and the buff from consumables lasts 10% longer. It's quite an important one. Do we have one on agility? I don't think so. No, we don't. So the last one is an intellect, which is just something that I know we kinda need in the future. What time is it? Like, I'm really hoping. It's 3 o'clock, so basically in an hour we're done with this mess that is called a night. Which makes this a very boring episode. But still, it's like an episode where I explain a lot of things from this game. So, basic of survival is like the letter that we got. The battle roll, first aid, infection. Infection is a constant danger in zombie apocalypse. Fighting zombies is the most common source of infection, and wearing armor is highly recommended. Infection will drain your stamina, and later stages of infection also your attributes. If untreated, it is lethal within 7 game days. Using any applicable cure, honey, herbal antibiotics, and antibiotics will immediately make you feel better and reduce the negative effects. A cure reduces the infection percentage by the amount listed on the item. The infection symbol is on the main screen, will change to show if it is being treated or getting better or not. Here a little bit of information about food poisoning, which is kinda just intuitive. Armor statistics. So 90 armor rating is the maximum, reduce the incoming damage by 90%. Which is quite interesting. Shape menu, which is, I think, just holding E or something like that. Campfires are used to keep you warm, cook food, purify water, and for simple chemistry. You must place wood or burnable objects in the fuel slots to use it, and you have all the recipes in your inventory. Craft even more recipes in the campfire by adding a cooking pot, cooking grill, or beacon in the utensil slots. Hold E to pick up workstations within your land claim area. Well, this was the point where we became a White River citizen. Skill points, which you just did. Activity map. Many actions and events will cause your local increase on the activity map. What affects the activity map is flickering of torches and to a lesser degree candles, any workstation that burns fuel, gunfire and explosions, motor tools like chainsaws, active traps like belay traps or shotgun turrets, hitting or destroying metal or glass blocks or slamming metal doors. If an area is hot, you will eventually have zombie scouts snooping around. If they spot you, they will call in reinforcements. Limit or stop these activities in the area will cool down on its own. Lights or sounds are counted regardless of being noticeable to a player standing out in the open. Electric generators on light do not register. Quest, which we have. Mod items, we know. Encumbrance, we do know. Farming, which is, yeah, what we did. We used our fists to harvest cotton for a while. And we're going to make farm plots and plant seeds in them to actually build a farm. And the camp station, which we found one working one underneath the trader. It's finally daytime, which means they are slurry again. There we go. Awesome. It allows us to go outside, which is really, really nice. Also, I first have to have a little bit of food, so I'm just going to destroy most of the place here. Also, we need to find a place to stay, which is what we're going to be mostly focusing on today, because, well, it's a bit annoying if you have to stay at this church every single time. And I can't say I really enjoy this church. Like, it's made out of wood, which is not great. Rather have, like, a stone house with more than one floor. And an ability just to block things off if needed. Item needs repairs. Okay. Repair. And that is a medical. Is it antibiotics? Vitamins. Still good though. Just not as good as I had hoped. So I have to find a way out of here. Which means destroying the blocks I just set up. Which is fine, I guess. I mean, it's better having to destroy these things right now than, yeah, being out here in the open. We can do that at a later time. Like, you can be unlocked. Oh, this actually works. Let me grab my stuff. A lumberjack. Which is kinda unsurprising. Go to the outskirts of town. What's in the back here? Oh, this one is locked as well. Okay. Some nasty zombies, which I'm just gonna run past. There are some lumberjacks in this area, which is kind of normal since we're on the outskirts of the area that lumberjacks are normally found in. I'm just gonna scout ahead. If I'm not mistaken, if I press my map, you're going to see my bedroll, so I can always find a way back home. Which, in my opinion, is rather important, because the last thing we want is being out in the open and having no clue whatsoever which place we call home. Oh, there you are. Let's see, can I actually... come on. you're down. Hope that it didn't make too much noise. No, it didn't. Or at least it doesn't seem like it made too much noise. Got some random shit. Some random stuff, I must say. There is a road, it seems like, back here. Which is rather nice. I'd rather have, like, a home up that hill over there. Are you a wolf? You are a wolf. Which is something I like less. Are you just stone? Yes, you are. Okay, that's fine. Alright, so here we are. We're on the road. It's not bad. Some paper. Oh, that's the wrong button. We're fairly safe here for now. Yes, we are. Which allows me to quickly look at my map. So I've got this road here. I hope there is something in this area. So we're basically going... quick waypoint. Like, we're going in that direction. Hopefully we found a place to stay. Or, like, anything else for that matter. Like, there are still, like, towns and factories over here. Like, it's far from ideal. But at least we can search a bit in order to find a better place to stay. Because the church ain't cutting it for me. Like, at all. Yes, I hear you, I see you, and I really don't care at this point. There is some treasure over here, so let me quickly search through that. Some rotten flesh. Thank you very much. I don't think I need that. It's 6 o'clock, which means it's basically daytime. There's a house over there. That seems like another trader. So let me go there. See how that house looks like. It is actually looking really, really nice. I hope it's not a hotel, because that one is just... that would be a little bit too insane. Came past here almost. Well, we do have a little house here. Which is not looking too shabby. So, you know what, guys? Let's leave this house in the exploring for next episode. If you enjoyed this one, don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring the notification bell if you want to get notified every time I post a new video. If you got any tips or tricks for me or suggestions for another game that I really should have a look into, let me know in the comment section down below. Have an awesome day, and I see you guys next time.